Good morning, guys. How we doing? I cannot contain my excitement for this one. This is Disembodied Tyrant with Aberrant Waltz. Dude, Disembodied Tyrant has already dropped one of the best EPs of the year, some of the best songs of the year. You know, my last video for them, I said Metal Song of the Year. Is it still Song of the Year? Well, you're gonna have to wait for the Metal Bird Awards at the end of the year. But look, since then, Disembodied Tyrant has formed a full-fledged band. So for people that are completely out of the loop, Disembodied Tyrant is symphonic deathcore, some of the best deathcore out there, and it's all done by Blake Mullins, a young guy who's just very talented. He does all the production too. It's actually incredible. Since the EP, he's actually has like full-time members with his band. So he has Dominic, Lucas, and Kevin, and some of these members are actually from Fallujah, amazing like technical progressive death metal band. But yeah, this is Aberrant Waltz. I am stoked for this. That's enough of an intro. That's all we need for chit chat. So again, Disembodied Tyrant, Aberrant Waltz. Ooh. Whoa. Bring on the riffs. Can't keep up. Oh, that's so good. This part's so sick. There we go. Ooh, oh shit. That didn't last long. Dude, I'm so stoked for Blake and Disembodied Tyrant to continue to get bigger in the scene. Now they're touring with Flesh God Apocalypse and Shadow of Intent, and it's just so sick to see because I've been following these guys since the early days, like before the Poetic Edit EP, making videos for them. And you know, I'm even getting like TikTok comments saying like, hey bro, check out Disembodied Tyrant. I'm like, man, of course. Where have you been? I've been following them for so long, and it's just so cool to see him in a full-fledged band. Now, do I like this more than the EP with Synestia? I'm going to explain through the pros and cons. So number one pro is that Blake is like the next like Muhammad Suizmez, like from Necrophagus, and that's one of the biggest compliments I could give, because Muhammad is one of the most prominent and technical death metal guitarists and vocalists ever to exist. And Blake, the way that he can actually play and do growls just like Muhammad is just mind-blowing. The talent that oozes from Blake is absolutely insane. So shout out to him. I'm glad that we actually have a music video to see him perform. Another pro is some of the riffs in this song were really sick. They stood out. Like the 1 minute 13 mark had a really cool riff that I wish that they actually did a little bit more. And then also like the ending breakdown, if you really want to call it a breakdown, just has some nice arrangement, a nice chord progression that made it stand out too. That's something I like, is that they use these chord arrangements alongside the complexity of the music, so something resonates with the listener too. Another pro that I have is that the drums were mental. Now it's cool to hear Disembodied Tyrant actually have real drums, you know, the programmed drums, all those sound really good. There's just something that you can tell that is like human, and well, Kevin, the way that he plays doesn't seem human, because the fills and the kicks were absolutely mental. The drums were really loud in the mix, maybe like a little too loud for hard to distinguish the riffs at certain times, but they sounded awesome. There's no doubt about that. The song also had nice little breaks, because the song was pretty chaotic to have like the little acoustic break, and then also the end with like that before we got into that final breakdown moment. Those breaks were important to really break up the flow of the song. Also, we had like some chorus element too, which was a nice way to bring back to a certain idea. Honestly, this is a great track, but let's move on to the cons, and I do have some cons with this. Now, with this song, I did miss the neoclassical riffs, and I guess like I'm seeing the influence that Synestia has with the Poetic Edit EP, because I feel like there's missing a lot of like the classical arrangement is what I loved about that EP. Now there's a lot of great riffs in this. I'm just missing the neoclassical element. Another con is that I do find that this song was a little bit chaotic and busy. There was a lot of things happening that it kind of hurt the structure for me a little bit, because there was so many ideas happening that it felt like it lacked some sort of like structure, some sort of journey at times. Like, now I'm glad that there was like a chorus element and a clear outro, but all the stuff happening in between was a lot of stuff happening. And I guess my last con to this is that this goes hand in hand with the structure, but I feel like it lost the epicness that I loved about the Poetic Edit EP, because those songs felt like journeys, they felt like experiences. Now this feels like a true more like classic deathcore style song, where the other songs of Poetic Edit EP felt like, yeah, these like stories that were epic. This song also felt epic, but not on the same scale. So I enjoyed this track, but not as much as the stuff from Poetic Edit EP. Again, I'm stoked for Disembodied Tyrant, but I'm going to rate this song an 8.5. And that is my thoughts on Aberrant Waltz. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are, so comment down below. Spice up my life. Guys, what you think about this song? If you have not checked out the Poetic Edit EP, do that right now. Do that right now. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Feel free to leave a like during the video. I appreciate the shit out of you. You know I do. But other than that, thank you for tuning in. Till next time. Peace.